Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've got Darren Little here with the MLM Superheroes, and we are live right now on an international call, on an international broadcast. Guys, I do these particular presentations so that you can really get an opportunity to meet me in person and really understand that I am a real guy. The emails that go out from me, they are real. I enclose a lot of times actual screenshots from my back office. So it gives you an opportunity in a case like this. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to share with you guys the exact formula on how I was able to start a business from a complete flat start, okay? Brand new business. Within 30 days, generate $10,000. Within 90 days, have a $25,000 month. Within 7 months, make 107 grand. And now set up the business in such a way that it creates automated income, automated cash flow, so that you can literally build a business while having a life. Now, I'm going to share with you that I actually started in this type of a business model with direct sales, networking, selling products in different formats about 25 years ago. Okay, so the strategies that I learned 25 years ago helped me to make my first $1 million by the time I hit 35. And then from there, I went on to make multiple millions for $4 million. So the strategies that I'm going to share with you today come from my real life experience. This isn't stuff that I've read in a textbook. This isn't, I went to a webinar or a seminar and, hey, maybe let's give this a good college try. This is real information, guys. This is real results from real company launches. I've launched 30 different products and services into the marketplace. And some of those companies have actually been what I call category creators. Okay, so I was the president CEO of Bingo.com. I rolled out Blackjack.com, Able Auctions. I've been vice president of marketing for a number of different companies, both in the public sector and the private sector. So the strategies that I'm going to share with you today, I've actually used these strategies in my own life to raise tens of millions of dollars for my own ventures, okay, for my own roll-ups, my own launches. Okay, so these are strategies that really can be implemented for anything as an entrepreneur. If you've got any company, any product, any service, all of the things that I teach have to do with millionaire mindset. Okay, how do you start something? Anything, guys. Doesn't matter what it is. I don't care if you've got a restaurant, a nightclub, a hotel, motel. It doesn't matter. Acupuncture, massage therapy, lawyer, doctor, accountant. These marketing strategies can take any business completely vertical like this. Okay, vertical, guys. So once you understand about target marketing, who's your clients, who's your market that you want to target with your offer, and then you learn how to give them something of value, right, to create a list of prospects, how to build a relationship with those people, and then invite them where they can actually meet you in person, just like this. Now, with the power of the internet, things have gone to a completely different level, guys, okay, because I can show you how from the comfort of your home, literally, you don't even have to leave, you don't even have to get into an office environment, you don't have to even leave your house, and you can have an international business from all 4 corners of the world, literally, okay, no joke. Now, right now, we could be all the way across from the UK, which we are, all the way across to even Africa, right? And all of those people are tuning in through the internet, right? And I'm sitting here and I'm at my kitchen table. And guys, that is powerful. Now, it gets even one step more than that. Okay? It goes one step bigger than that. Because this particular broadcast that we're on right now is going to create a cloned copy of me, a cloned version of me. So that means that at a later time, at a later date, somebody opts in and they click on this video, And it's like I'm there with them. I'm sitting across the table with them, and I'm presenting them with value, okay? This is how you can build relationships, you can build rapport with people without even talking to them, okay? So a lot of times what happens is people are surfing on the internet on how to become a millionaire, and wham, up comes one of my videos on millionaire mentoring, right? They end up going on that video and they end up spending 3 hours with me. Okay, I've had people call me and say, you know, Darren, I spent the whole weekend with you, right? I started on one millionaire mentoring, and I went from that to another millionaire mentoring, and then I went to another thing on how to become a top recruiter, and then I went to a thing on quantum physics, mindset, and next thing you know, guys, here's the power of this. You will actually get phone calls from people, and they feel like you're their best friend. And you may never even have had a conversation with any of those people. Okay, that's powerful. That's true leverage. Now, if you come from, here's an example. Larry's from the automotive industry. Okay, now in the automotive industry, the automotive industry is very features and benefits driven. So is real estate, so is insurance, so is mortgage broker. They're all features and benefits driven type business models. So are restaurants, right? So are other things like retail outlets. They're all features and benefits type driven business models. This particular business model is a little different, okay? It's a problem solving model, okay? Now, right now in this industry, internationally, guys, these are what the real stats are. 97% of people that get into this industry think it's a features and benefits business model, and they fail miserably because they don't understand the model. Okay? The model is actually a personal development and leadership business model. So as a leader, right, it's a very simple formula. You're going to learn something today, and you're going to share what you just learned. Okay, that's the first formula. The next thing you're going to do is take whatever it is that you've learned, implement it for a little short period of time, like 4 or 5 days, collect some data on your results, and share your results. Real simple formula, right? Real simple. So what I can do is I can actually show you how to leverage the internet to create a life of total freedom. So imagine being in a situation where you go away on vacation. Okay, so I went to Las Vegas for a conference, and I was there for like 7 days. Okay, now during that time of hanging out with great people, and going to some shows, and just enjoying Las Vegas on vacation, on one day, I had a $5,200 day during that time that I was away. Right, my business online through clone copies of me, just like this right here. We're actually on a broadcast right now where I have a panel of people that I can interact with, but this is going to make a clone copy of me, guys. And you really got to understand. It's like, calling up your laboratory in the future, right? And you can get a clone versions of yourself, right? Pretty cool. So you could phone up the lab and say, hey guys, can you make up 100 copies of me? I'll pick them up on Wednesday. Now, what would happen if instead of working 8 hours a day, you could work 800 hours a day without actually even getting out of bed, right? That's pretty cool. Or as you teach this type of a business model, you can actually be working 8,000 hours a day. And it's actually clone versions of you. Does that make sense to you, Larry, when I'm talking about this? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Somewhat.
Okay. So, guys, what I'm going to do here, who else do we got here? Brian, how are you, sir?
I'm good.
Good. Brian, whereabouts are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Ghana.
From Ghana. Okay, so guys, look at this. We got people all the way from from North America all the way out to Ghana, and that's really powerful. This is a great example of how amazing that this type of formula is. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to share my screen right now. I'm just going to mute out the lines here. In the event that you guys see me, when my screen's full, and if somebody comes on partway through, if somebody here on the panel could just mute out their line, Otherwise, it throws off my presentation and it makes it a lot harder for me to be able to do, right? Because I'm right in the middle of a train of thought, and all of a sudden I hear in the background, some alarm clock's going off, or the kids are in the background, you know, screaming that they want mom's attention or something. So if you can just mute out their line, that would be great. Okay, so we are going to go live. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Okay. So guys, first of all, I just want to welcome you to this exclusive and private broadcast. I teach a lot of quantum physics. I teach a lot of the science behind getting rich, and this is something that I call a success vortex. Once you learn more about how to create your own reality through your thoughts, words, and emotions, I've studied for 3 years under Dr. Lee Poulos, 2 years under Dr. Dov Baron, the subconscious mind, our core beliefs about money, the human condition, what actually holds us back, how our human brains are programmed to self-destruct. And once you realize this, guys, I'm telling you, when somebody gives you the blueprint, when you understand how your brain actually works, when you understand the path that you need to get to break through your fears, to tap into your personal power, everything changes in your life. So what exactly is the Success Vortex, and what do we do? Well, the Success Vortex, we empower entrepreneurs, okay? And so much, I will tell you that having launched so many different companies, products, and services, that 95% of becoming a millionaire, a multimillionaire, and moving up to the next level of 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 million, even to $1 billion, 95%, guys, is all in your head. So we empower you to learn these strategies, to step into your personal power and completely transform every single area of your life. And I'm not just talking about financial, okay? I'm talking about family, relationships, spiritual, emotional, health and fitness, every area, guys. I'm talking about life balance, career, travel, financial goals, material things, contribution, giving back, and making a difference. And it's really all about creating that balance in your life. Now, what we also do is we teach entrepreneurs how to add $100,000 plus to their annual residual income working on a part-time basis. So this is a case study. So what I do is I go out, I generate results, I come back, so that I'm not talking about this in concept, because I'm going to show you exactly how I did this in 7 months. Okay, 7 months. I was able to do that in 7 months, starting from a complete flat start. So this is called Automation Mastery, building a business while having a life. That's me. My name is Darren Little from Vancouver. That is my son, Drayson. He's now 16 years old. He goes to school in San Diego. And what's really cool, guys, is my son has taken these concepts in millionaire mentoring. He just got his first scholarship. He's got a 4.0 GPA. And when I get on these particular broadcasts, my son is on the side, literally like his ears are open like a sponge. And the last time he came in the summer, he's like, Dad, when are you doing your next call? And I said, well, what do you mean? You know, why do you ask? He goes, I don't know, I just find them really interesting, right? That's my son who's 16 years old, guys. So what's going to happen to him by the time he's 26 if he's tapped into this type of information now in his teens? So I want you to not only think about this for yourself, but think about this for your children. Because if they teach this to our kids in elementary school, they would all be millionaires. And they would graduate empowered to be able to actually have a life of freedom. Okay. So that's me right there. That's sort of my online brand. I'm known as the MLM superhero. And, you know, guys, this is really about turning you into a product, really. When you really understand that this is a leadership business model, it's not about pitching products. It's not about trying to sell people a potion or a lotion, right? It's really about helping people to solve their problem. And every person's going to have a different problem. Right? Some people got credit card debt. Some people just got a divorce or a separation, or they got downsized, cut back, laid off. Every single person is going to have a different story. And it's important for you to know that as a leader. It's all about the other person, not about pitching your deal. Okay? So really critical. Now, if you stick around to the very end, just for showing up, guys, I'm going to give you a $197 free bonus. so you can put your credit card away. I'm not going to ask you to do that. I want to give you this because I believe that 80% of success is just about showing up. And I can tell you that if you just show up to the Millionaire Mentoring Training, that your life will literally transform. No joke, literally transform. Now, I want you to first of all understand as a baseline, because I talk a lot about mindset, and these are the stats from the industry. So 0.1% of all of these people in the whole industry earn more than $400 a month. Okay. Now, when you look at that number, that's a little tiny minuscule number, right? Now, you can either believe that to be true or understand there's two worlds that exist simultaneously, okay? Because I don't believe that. I believe that there's endless money to be made once you understand the strategies that I teach. You can literally write your ticket however much you want. However much you want, doesn't matter. You want to make 100 grand, 250, 500, a million, 2 million, 5 million. We can actually create a blueprint for you so that you can actually do that and make that happen. Now, like I was mentioning before, business is 95% mindset, okay? And what you believe to be true for you. So at 30 years old, when I found out how these strategies worked, working with Dr. Poulos, I decided that by 35 years old, I was going to be a millionaire. Okay, that was it. I drew a line in the sand. I said, at 35, I'm going to be a millionaire, and that's it, period. And I started to literally speak it into my reality. Freedom 35 was my chant. Freedom 35, Freedom 35, I'm a magnet, I'm a magnet. And almost to the day that I turned 35 years old, I made my first $1 million. And when I realized how this worked, guys, when I worked with these mentors and they taught me how simple this was, people don't believe that it could possibly be this simple, right? Once you understand how this works and why it works from a science, okay, this isn't accidental. This isn't philosophy. I'm talking about scientific laboratory research that shows us exactly how this works, okay? It's the wave particle theory. And this is stuff that I teach in my Millionaire Mentoring Training. So you have to master 3 things, guys, if you want to become a millionaire or a multimillionaire. First thing you got to do is you got to take control and take responsibility for your thoughts, okay? Number one most important thing. You've got to hear your thoughts. You've got to be the observer of your thoughts. You've got to listen to what you are saying to yourself, your self-talk, right? When you get out of bed, do you say that, you know, my phone is ringing off the hook with incoming calls? Or do you say, oh, it's going to be a bad day today, right? The thoughts are critical, but it's more than the thoughts, guys. It's your words. What are you speaking into the reality? What are the words that are coming out of your being, right? And then the emotions. So thoughts combined with words connect to your emotions, they connect to your physiology in your body, and they send out a broadcast that clicks to the electrons. They're smaller than the atoms and the molecules. Now, in the Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, which I highly recommend that you read, he talks about this called formless substance. Okay, that is the electrons. This is a science, this is a laboratory research, this isn't concept philosophy, this is the real deal, and this is how it works, guys. And if you can do this, you will master your bank account. So here's what I say. When I was rolling out bingo.com, I had to raise $1.1 million just for the domain. Okay, that didn't include working capital, that didn't include software development, that didn't include staffing costs, none of that. I'm talking $1.1 million just for the domain name itself, okay? And I didn't have any money. So I had to sign a contract with my name on it for $1.1 million and then go find the money. Okay, go find the money, right? So anytime I launch a business, this is what I'm saying to myself, okay? This is what I'm saying, and every time I do a launch, what if, okay? Now I can say, what if I go bankrupt? I could say, what if everybody rejects me? What if nobody wants to invest in my deal? Or I can say, what if everyone I talk to wants to join my business? It's a totally different parameter, guys, okay? What if my phone was ringing off the hook with incoming phone calls? What if leaders were calling me from all 4 corners of the world? What if I could recruit new reps into any business in minutes? What if money was flowing to me in avalanches of abundance? What if I could create a $10,000 monthly residual income in a 90-day period? What would the reality be like But most of all, here's the most important part. What would it feel like? What would it feel like? Because that's your physiology in your body. Could you guys mute out whoever came on the line, please, right now? Okay, so how do you become the attractor factor? How do you make this happen for yourself? How do you get it so that you become an expert in your field and everybody wants to join your business because they want to get your leadership and mentorship? Here's how it works, guys. 3 steps to becoming a leader. Remember, we're in a leadership business. Okay, this is leadership and personal development type of business model, right? So products get sold, but they don't get sold in a features and benefits way. They get sold in a little bit different way. So here's how they get sold. The first thing that you do is you learn something, okay? You learn a strategy, specifically in marketing. Okay, now what I'll share with you is that people that typically get into these type of business models, all they're taught is to make a list of their friends and family. We don't do that here, guys. We teach you how to become a professional marketer, to roll out an international company so that you can have freedom, so that your phone's ringing from everywhere, okay? So you need to learn something, learn a strategy, right? The next thing you're going to do is you're going to implement the strategy. Now, what I tell people to do is after you learn it, share what you just learned. You can share it on a PowerPoint presentation like this. You can share it on a video. You can share it on social media. You can share it on a video that goes onto your blog, right? You can share it on YouTube. You can share it on Pinterest, Instagram, all these different outlets that are going to create leverage for you, where you are not required in order for them to be working for you. So you could be sleeping and have somebody watch one of your videos. You could be on vacation or hanging out with your kids and have somebody click on something on Instagram or Pinterest and go to your lead capture page and be watching a video, right? So that's sharing what you've learned. So after you implement it, you're going to collect a little bit of data, okay? And you're going to share your results, okay? Now, if you guys follow this simple formula, your life will transform, okay? I'm not joking you. Now, this is tried, tested, and proven. It works every single time. And the moment that you start to be perceived as a leader, people will start to share your content. Your content starts to go viral on its own, okay? Now, this is sort of a visual of marketing. And I want for you guys to understand, we're talking about automated marketing. So this big circle here is all the different types of marketing, right? From social media to Facebook, Google, press releases, articles, forums, email, SEO, print, postcards, business cards, TV, radio, local events. These are all different types of marketing. But you want to use your marketing so it's helping people solve a problem. They're opting into a lead capture page where you're now building a list of qualified prospects. Now, I typically give people something that's free, something of value. Either a PDF or an ebook or a video or a new marketing strategy or a mindset technique, something that's going to provide them with value. Now, once they opt in, you're going to now offer them something that has a very low entry price. Okay, now when I'm talking about low entry, it's typically between about $7 and about $60 or so. So it's very, yeah, I call it a, it's under the radar. What do I mean by that? It's not going to cause a husband and wife divorce if somebody spends $7 or $60, okay? Then what you're going to do is now you're going to, at the end of the video or after they get that product, you're going to upsell them to additional products. There's now going to be an autoresponder that does follow-up that does not require you guys. Now this is the key. This is key to automation. Your autoresponder is going to do the follow-up. So you don't have to be sitting by your computer filling out emails and emailing people one at a time like conventional business is done, say through real estate or mortgage brokers or insurance or automotive. You don't have to do that. Your autoresponder is going to do the follow-up. And you can use video in your autoresponder to continue to build rapport with your prospects. Okay, now at some point in time, there's an upsell to higher ticket products. The autoresponder is going to continue to follow up with more emails, and then you're going to teach this type of marketing, right? I call it boomerang sponsoring. It's all automated, right? Now at some point in time, you're going to lasso the people together like this, right, on a Google Hangout. Really, really simple. It's a really simple model. So here's how it works. Here's another visual of it. So somebody goes to a lead capture page, right? They go through that and they get a $7 trial, right? Which is now going to turn into a $97 a month that they're going to be paying per month on that type of a setup, okay? Now from there they get into what's called the inner circle, which teaches them how to master their mind, right? There's a number of audios there, and I tell everybody if they want to become a millionaire, you should cut off your 6 o'clock news, cut off any type of thing that it has negativity around it, okay? So the elites that run the world, they really want you to be suppressed. They don't want you to go through this next level of your own, tapping into your power. Because if you're suppressed, they can actually have a whole world of slaves that just, do the mundane jobs and pay their taxes and nobody complains, right? Well, they actually complain to themselves, but they don't rebel. So here's how this model works. Now, after somebody is in that, now you're already into automated income right there, monthly subscriptions. Now there's going to be a number of training products, depending on if a person wants to, say they want to make 6 figures or multiple 6 figures or 7 figures or multiple 7 figures. You can literally copy what the successful people have already done, literally with step-by-step instructions. Okay, so there's a number of training products. So there's a $19.95 affiliate fee, just like any other affiliate product, and then you can sell a number of products. Okay, so I typically will start people with the tools. So what are the tools? You need an autoresponder, right? You need to have a blog, which I'm going to show you after we're done. I'm going to show you my blog, where some of my blog posts have generated as much as 12 grand in one blog post. And then you need the mindset training, right? Blog, mindset training, and the ability to make money. Now there's 3 training products here, guys. There's how do you become a top producer? How do you make sales? Right? What's the secret behind that? That's a $500 one-time product. How do you actually get affiliates? How do you get culture amongst people? How do you motivate, inspire, and lift people up to leadership? Right? That's a $1,000 one-time product. And then how do you have mass influence on people? So when you can have mass influence on people, you can actually start doing your own products, your own launches, your own millionaire masterminds, where you bring a group of other marketers together and provide value to the market, guys. It's really key that you understand this about this model. It's all about providing value to the market. Okay, so I want to focus here to let you know that you can make between $17.50 and $3,000 commissions per sale. And I can tell you that when you start to get into really understanding this and you start having $3,000, $6,000, $9,000 days, right, it will completely change your life, especially when you're out with your kids and you're grocery shopping and you get an email that says, congratulations, you just made a $3,000 commission. Completely life-changing. Now, what I want to do is I want to focus on this front entry area right here, okay? Because typically people want to make 100 grand a year. That's typically the number that most people say. And I want to show you how this lower level entry price can actually put $100,000 a year into your bank account. So here it is. 100 grand is actually $8,333 a month. Okay. Now, when you have people paying $87, well, that's the commission, $87.50 with your blog, with your mindset training, you only need 102 sales, guys. You only need 102 sales. Now, I can tell you this, I've done as many as 55 sales in 30 days myself personally, right? Just by following the formula that people teach within this company, right? I haven't reinvented the wheel. I haven't tried to make anything different. I've just followed the formula and, step by step, cut and paste, right? Just showed up for Millionaire Mentoring, went through the formula, and that's the gateway. So if you realize that 102 at a very low entry price, that's not a big, you're not asking people to take a second mortgage out on their house, guys. This is the thing that you got to understand. And if people want freedom, they have to have a central hub where they're going to have their value from as a leader, right? And then put content on it. Right? Real simple formula, right? Real simple formula. Now, this is an example of what would be classified as a custom lead capture page. Okay, so Now I did this presentation originally, a little while back. So it says you're about to discover the simple system I use to make $174,816.73 from my laptop. That number is now almost $500,000 from my laptop. So what you got to understand here is that as you learn these strategies and you learn about automation, you learn about how to provide value to the market, solve people's problems, lasso them together, boom, guys, you have a money machine, literally. You have a license to print money. There's no income ceiling. There's no income ceiling. And the power of the internet allows you to go globally to change your life. It's really powerful. Now, I want to show you this because I want for you guys to understand that, a lot of people talk about this invisible barrier between you and your dream, okay? And I will tell you this for a fact, it's real, okay? It's no BS. It is absolutely 100% real, and it does exist, okay? It is a wall, a barrier between you and your dream, okay? So this area right here, where it says test marketing, this is a concentrated, focused effort of massive exposures. But you can see here that it doesn't look like it's generating very much results. Look at it. It's like 120 bucks. Okay, now a lot of people would go, oh, it doesn't work, Darren. I can't believe I'm spending all this time. It's not even working. Nobody's buying my products, right? That's what most people do. But I understand about breaking inertia. I understand that there's a visible wall there. Look at the second week. It hardly looks like there's anything happening at all. But by the third week, all of this energy force goes bam, and it breaks through. This is my third week to break inertia. So if you don't have this concentrated, massive focus here, this doesn't happen. It's like going down a runway and people want to get liftoff and they never go full throttle. Don't expect to get liftoff, right? This is a visual to show you guys that this invisible barrier, it is real, it does exist. Okay, so third week I break inertia, so that's about $1,000. Look at the next week. It goes up to about $1,600. The next week goes up to about $2,300. The next week goes up to about $2,700. The next week goes up to about $4,600. Now, this is residual income, guys. Now, how hard would you work for this period of time right here if you knew that you could have $12,361.85 in monthly residual income? That means that this amount of time, in like about 46 days, generated this type of freedom. Now, if you had that type of money coming in every month, whether you worked or not, what would you be doing with your time? Think about that. This is where you can really start to be able to pursue your dream. Now, I can tell you this. Did I work hard right here? You better flip and believe I did. I busted my ass. But was it worth it? Would you do that amount of a concentrated effort to have this type of lifestyle after that? Right? So that's what I want to talk about today. Now, we've got these products, right? There's the Top Producer, Team Builder, and Mass Influence, and those start to generate pretty darn big income, guys, right? Anywhere from 30 to 70%. So imagine if you've got a $3,500 product and you're making a 70% commission on that. We've done $200 million in sales of our products. Now, no company does $200 million in sales and products, guys, unless they have value. Okay, so you can be rest assured 100% our products have value. You will learn how to become an international marketer, a peak performer, and a leader to completely take your life to another level. So this is what I call the test marketing stage. Okay, so our test marketing now is complete. Now we're getting ready to roll out a massive campaign right now that you can actually benefit from. Now, what do I mean by that? The way our compensation plan is structured, the moment that you get activated, the entire company goes into marketing underneath you in your business with all the sales volume, right? And depending on your rank qualification, you will start to get override on the entire company. That means my marketing efforts, too, go into your business. And I can tell you this, that is a really good position to be in because there's other people like me, guys. We've created 15 verified millionaires so far. Okay, there's 6 people alone in Portugal that are making over 30 grand a month. And we're just literally coming out of the gate right now with this new strategy. Now, this is an idea of what's possible, okay? Now, I will put an income disclaimer here, guys, and I will tell you that I don't even know if you'll show up for Millionaire Mentoring, okay? But I give away all my secrets. I give away all my strategies. I can tell you that we've got people right here on the panel that have started from a flat start and gone through 2 rank qualifications within a 15-day period of time, from nothing, from flat start, okay? So this was 57 days of action. It generated $24,348 in actual cash, plus a $3,000 monthly residual income. Now, if you could do that in 57 days, would you feel kind of comfortable that with 24 grand in the bank cash, plus $3,000 coming in every month, that you might feel pretty good about maybe walking away from your job, right? Because the average North American only makes 3 to 5 grand a month, so something to keep in mind. And that was from a complete flat start, guys, okay, using the strategies that I learned. Now, this is what happened by the time I moved into my 3rd month. 1 week, 12 grand, right? This is what happened last Christmas. This was on Boxing Day, right? So what would it be like for you if you could wake up one day and, you know, right after Christmas, so obviously I'm with the family, and I wake up, I log into my email, and I find out that I made almost $4,000 US for the day. Pretty feels good, guys. I can tell you that. It feels pretty darn good. That is what I call freedom right there. Freedom, okay? When you can have that kind of revenue come in a day. Now, when I set my intention when I started, my goal was to get myself into the top 10. Okay, and I teach about speaking your reality into existence, and here's an example. There was 58 days. I hit the number 6 spot in all of the affiliates in the company, right? You can see right there, 58 days, number 6, and it actually got higher. Like, I mean, I said 10, but it propelled up to 6 just through using these strategies. So I want to show you how I created a 6-figure yearly income within a 30-day period of time. That means that I made more than $8,333, right? That's to get to a 6-figure income. So the first thing that I needed is I needed something to sell that would pay me high commissions. Okay, so obviously, if I want to make 100 grand, if I can make bigger amounts of money, like if I can make 3 grand a pop, I only need like what 33 sales, right, to make 100 grand, right? And I got a whole year. So I knew that I needed something that would pay high commissions. It needed to be affordable with a low entry price and upselling. So preferably something between 25 and around 60. We actually have a $7 trial where you can see the entire system right behind the scenes, go behind the scenes, go through a lot of the training and see it live, and then make a decision. You can show up for Millionaire Mentoring and then say, you know, does this Darren Little guy provide value? Let me just check. Let me go and take the trial, and I'm going to show up on Saturday for a 3-hour Millionaire Mentoring session to see what I think, and no problem. I can tell you that we have extremely high retention factor of people that see the vision. The next thing that I needed people to be able to become profitable within a 30-day period of time if they took massive action. Now, I will share with you this. If you think you're going to start a business and do no work and have money rain from the sky, get real, okay? Because if you did that in your job, real estate, automotive, insurance, whatever, you're either going to be bankrupt or they're going to fire you, okay? That's just how the real world works. So this is no different. The difference is that you're in business by yourself, but you're not, or for yourself rather, but not by yourself. You actually have an infrastructure. You've got a team support system with a group that meets in Facebook where you can ping pong ideas. Hey guys, how do you do this? Hey guys, I'm having challenges, understanding this thing. Has anybody done that? Has anybody mastered that? Can you reach out to me on private Facebook message? So when you've got a few hundred people all around the world as your support system, it makes it a lot easier, right? You feel a lot more grounded knowing that you're not in this as a lone ranger. It's a true team support. So the next thing, I wanted to make the most amount of money with the least amount of effort in the shortest time possible. right? So it was important that there was upsells. What are upsells? Upsells are easy entry, upsell to a little bit more, upsell to a little tiny training, and then upsell, 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 upsell until you can graduate up to the top levels of the company, right? Very important. Now, the corporate videos on their own needed to be able to convert. Now, why is that so important? It's important because I don't want to be the guy that has to explain to every single person every time they ask me about my company, right? I don't want to do that. What I want to do, hey, Darren, I heard about this Empower Network company. I'm really, really interested, right? Can you explain how exactly it works, right? The first thing that I want to do is find out what has that person looking for more income right now, right? And more about their vision. What is it that they want to achieve? But when it gets into explaining the business, here's what I say. Have you got a pen? Okay, write down this website, watch the video, and call me back. Okay, that's my whole explanation. I don't get into how to explain it and everything else. The video does the work for me, does 90% of the heavy lifting. So there needed to be marketing training provided that would help people learn new skills. Now, here's an example. And you have to have a menu of marketing strategies. Why is that? Let's say that somebody said, hey, Darren, how do you become a 7-figure income earner? And I said, oh, well, you got to be really good on video. And they go, oh, well, I can't do video. I guess I can't do it then, right? You don't want that. But they might be a good writer. They might be good at just socializing out and about in the world, right? They might be good at social media like Facebook or Twitter. They might be good at graphic design, so Pinterest or Instagram would be good for those people. So there's all sorts of marketing strategies. They may just have a budget. They might say, you know what, I got a budget here I want to start a business with. Can I just do it with my money? Absolutely. You can do paid traffic. You can do solo ads. You can do Facebook pay-per-click ads that go directly to a lead capture page that gives away something of value, right? So there's all sorts of different strategies. Now, here's what I do is I document my results, guys. Now, I was talking about learn, implement, and share. This was a campaign that I did, and I took people behind the scenes, and I did something called piggyback marketing. What's that? I piggybacked off of the Flintstones, right? Yabba dabba doo, it's official. My underground marketing campaign that I've been rolling out the past few days has been a huge success. In fact, it's my very first profitable paid marketing campaign online that I've ever done. Not kidding. What's even better was it was completely automated. That means I didn't do a single Facebook chat, not a single conference call, not one three-way call. I didn't do any blogging, no press releases. Heck, I didn't even pick up the phone. Honestly, I feel like David Wood right about now. David Wood owns the Empower Network. So I spent $560 on traffic. It generated 228 leads. There was a total of 23 sales. I brought on 14 new affiliates, and I generated more than my ad spend, right? So that's called piggyback marketing. That's something that I also teach. Now, I continue to reinvest my income back into the business so that I could build a bigger list. Build a bigger list, right? Keep on going to make my the amount of qualified prospects larger and larger and larger and larger and larger and larger and larger until they started going off like popcorn, right? It took me 3 weeks to have my first $3,000 day. So the first thing that I did was this. I got a blog platform called Kalatu, right? That's one of our tools. And I got an autoresponder, right? I just set them up. The next thing that I did is I went all in and I bought the core products so that I could start having $3,000 days because I figured 100 grand divided by 3,000, hey, that's only 33. Okay, let's go for this, right? The next thing I did was I purchased some paid traffic, right? Those are qualified buyers, and I sent them to a lead capture page. Real simple. Anybody could do that. Then I reported my results on social media. Okay, so as I was having results, I turned them into little graphics with arrows and circles on PowerPoint, and I've put them on. I took a little screen capture, put it on my social media. Okay. Then I continued to email my list, showcasing my results and providing more value, right? And a couple people here have actually been getting those emails, and they've shown up here today, which shows you that, hey, this actually does work. And then I show other people how to duplicate these same results, which you get a chance to hear from shortly. Now, a lot of people say, well, Darren, I don't have anybody. I don't know what to do, right? Okay, that's called a victim. Don't be that person, right? There's plenty of support here. There's plenty of strategies that we teach. You know, if you instead of saying I can't, say how can I? Right? Well, I can't use a computer. Okay, can you learn? How can I? How can I? How can I do this, right? So there's different, those are two worlds, the victim and the victor, which we talk about in Millionaire Mentoring. So there's one of the traffic sources right there, my superhero traffic. And that is me, guys. Darren Little, I'm known as the MLM Superhero Online. What I would recommend that you do is, first of all, I want to give you your free bonus here. If you go to darrenlittle.com/MLM Magic. Okay, there's an ebook that I have written there that will literally fast track you about 3 to 5 years once you understand about target marketing and really attracting the right type of buyers, right? Because if you are a vegetarian and I come in and I've got this gourmet, sirloin steak, it's $100 for the plate, and I walk into a vegetarian restaurant and I say, free meals on the house, right? Who's going to get it? Nobody, because they're not the right target market. It's very important that you understand target marketing. So guys, this is the success vortex where positivity meets. You're going to have an opportunity right now actually to get any of your questions answered. So I'm going to reach back out here onto the panel, and I'm going to answer any of your questions. So who do we got here? We got Larry. Any questions that I can answer for you, sir? Larry, you still there? Okay, Larry had to take a call. We got Simon. We've got Seb. We've got was it Nchendia? Whereabouts are you from, sir? Right on the top, there's an unmute sign if you can get that.
Hi, Darren. I'm from Australia, mate.
Simon, how are you, sir?
I'm very well, thanks. Yeah, wow. I really don't have a question right now. I'm still trying to take in everything you've just said. Like, seriously.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Cool. Well, here now, what is it that you do right now, Simon? Tell me a little bit more about yourself.
That's funny because I'm with Ian.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'm looking for more, man. I'm trying to take in as much information from everyone I can at the moment. So, and I've had the pleasure of your audience before. So just everything you say just rings true, you know. And I'm just like everything. I'm just like bam, bam, bam. And every time I hear something that comes from your mouth, it's just like these tiny little. You know when you put those space bubbles in your mouth and they go crack, 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 crack. That's kind of like what's happened every time I hear something that comes from out of your mouth. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's classic. That's classic.
Like I've got all these neurons are firing right now, and I'm just like, you know what I mean? So I'm just
fantastic. Okay, guys, what I want to do here is I want to reach out to a couple people here on the panel because these are a couple people that have been actually going through Millionaire Mentoring. So if you're watching this right now on YouTube, I want for you to really understand that what I'm talking about here, guys, is real, okay? This isn't fluff. This is no hype, right? The strategies that I teach are real, okay? I've taken people from completely homeless, and 6 months later, they're having a $20,000 month, okay? Stephen Munson was one of those people. He's just now launching his own network marketing company. Now imagine that. 2 years ago, homeless, now he's launching his own network marketing company, completely transformed his life in every area. And if you ever meet him, I'm telling you, the guy is so inspirational, and it started from going through Millionaire Mentoring. Okay, so I just want you guys to know what's possible. Okay, what's possible. Eric Green was making $4 grand a month as a photocopier salesman, and this year, his best month was 70 grand. Okay, photocopier salesman to 70,000 in a month. Okay, Mary Barnett has doubled her revenues for her food manufacturing company. That's a land-based company. Has nothing to do with anything we're talking about here. Okay, in 5.5 months, doubled her revenues. Okay, from going through Millionaire Mentoring. Okay, Seb. So unmute there if you can.
Can you hear me, Dan?
Absolutely. So, Seb, you've been with Millionaire Mentoring here for a relatively short period of time. It's only been 2 weeks. You've been through maybe 3 sessions of Millionaire Mentoring. Tell me what has first of all happened to your mindset of where you were 2 weeks later to where you are right now today.
Okay, so what basically happened is, as you said, I joined Millionaire Mentoring about 2 weeks ago, and just before I joined, I was at a point where I was in a network marketing company already, and I was probably only bringing in one or two people a month, and even that was a massive struggle in itself to really do that. And the attrition on my team was pretty bad, so it was just a constant. It was like I was recruiting a few people, and then they were just dropping off straight away. So in essence, it wasn't as successful as I would have wanted it. So I was just researching a few things and trying to find some other people who had the results, and I found Darren, and I basically was following him for a while anyway, and then I saw all the results that other people were getting from Millionaire Mentoring. You've got Michelle, who hit the leaderboards, and some other great people, and so I thought, well, that's pretty amazing. And so I decided to get on board, because I decided that what I was doing right now wasn't working, and so I had to make a big change. And so by joining Millionaire Mentoring, I think what had happened is, the information that I've learned is seriously transformed my business, but it's also that kind of mental shift. So what I mean exactly is, as Darren said, I've been showing up for Millionaire Mentoring consistently. Even though I'm in the UK, and we had a call last night, and it ended almost 4 a.m. in UK time, but I was still on there till the end. It's just it's allowed me to be more committed. And when I've actually seen the results and actually spoken to people who've had those results, I'm just like, wow, they're real people, and I just feel that I can achieve those same results. I just saw what was possible. I learned a lot about self-belief, and there was just a lot of changes I had to make quite quickly to get the results. But I just literally followed everything that Darren was teaching in Millionaire Mentoring, and I still do, even though I'm getting great results, and I managed to get 5 sign-ups and hit the boss ranking in Power. Well, it's boss maker now, actually, because of my team's duplicating as well. We've got Simon and my team who's brought in 5 people. So just to kind of summarize, really, my mindset is definitely improved. My team were also duplicating, and Simon was there on the call with me last night. So it was me and a teammate staying until the early hours of the morning, the night, and it was just awesome, just to have that level of energy and inspiration, and have other people also celebrate that success by getting results too. So that's really my experience, Darren.
Okay. Now, guys, what I want for you to first of all understand is what Seb is talking about here, because a lot of people get involved in a business. Let's say that this is their start date, right? And they're going along here on a path, and it's basically like the dead zone. It's like the flat line. It's like there's no heartbeat, right? It's like you got the flat line going across like this for income. Okay. Now here's what happened with Seb. Seb basically started his business on the first Millionaire Mentoring session. While it was going, he brought in his first team member. Holy cow, are you for real? Yes. Within 24 hours, he had duplicated himself 3 times. That means him plus 2 people. Within his first week, he became a boss, and his second week, he became a boss maker. That means he went up 2 rank levels within the organization in 2 weeks. Now, here's the cool thing, is his new person has enough momentum, right, between him and his first boss, Simon, okay, that collectively their power is going to go like this. Pop. Okay? Now, what's happening is it's already happening. It's already happening right now. So underneath Seb, he has a bunch of teammates. Now, what happens is as those people start to get their training products, when they come to Millionaire Mentoring, here's what they say. Holy crap, this is real. A lot of people are skeptical, guys, okay? And in everything, and rightfully so. You know, there's a lot of people out there that just do BS. We don't, okay? This is real. This is real training, real mentoring. We're going to teach you how to become an international top marketer so that you can literally change your life forever, to really, truly have a life of freedom. Freedom. To be able to go away to Las Vegas and have like a $5,200, $5,300 day while you're out and about hanging out with people and restaurants and going to training and whatnot. That's exciting. That's life-changing, guys. Completely life-changing. So not only did he go up 2 rank advancements in the company, but his people, okay, are starting to go pop, 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 and get the actual training. What does that mean for Seb? That means Seb goes up to the first major level, which is the bronze leadership level. Okay, so he's going to go bronze, right? Then he's going to go silver. Then he's going to go boss maker silver, then gold, then platinum, and then diamond. Okay, now at diamond he's making $30,000 a month, plus overrides, plus bonus leadership bonuses. Okay, so Debbie, let me ask you this: when you first, I want you just to share with people when you first started on this path in Millionaire Mentoring. Share with people where you were at with your mindset and where are you at now. What's been the distinction between these 2 different realities? We're only talking about 3 or 4 months here, so share that.
When I started with Millionaire Mentoring, I was totally in victim mode. And I was the one who